Hello, YouTube community. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk about today's topic. I have so much I want to say. Okay, before we get into today's video, I just want to reiterate this structure that I just started doing last week. So, I'm going to start structuring my videos like intro, how to heal, um, mention any kind of additional resources I may have in the moment if that serves, and then the outro. So that way you guys can like have a more structured video. So, anyways, last video. Now, I want to share something with y'all that it might rock your socks. Okay, so for me as a Sagittarius, I love going to the depths with the truth. Like, I want to see the highest of the highest truths. I want to know what are all of the possibilities that exist? What are the different things that could possibly be out there? Like, what is it? Like, what is out there that I don't know that I could experience or learn about? Like, there's just so much. There's an abundance of information. And if you truly believe that we live in an abundant universe, then you would believe that there is an abundance of information and newer things to learn and experience, right? Okay. So I just wanted to share this really quick because this literally like blew my mind. So I'm very sensitive to energies, like very, very sensitive. And, usually when I look through my webcam, when I'm doing my YouTube lives, I can feel like different energies. Usually I feel people projecting, like their wounded aspects are projecting at me. And they kind of feel like etheric darts. Like it feels like if someone was like literally launching like an arrow and like just shooting them at me, that's literally what it feels like. And with that being said, I can also feel other different kinds of beings like watching me live. And so, anyway, I straight up felt some kind of reptilian being watching me in my last live video. And I was like, I see you. I feel you. Like, you can't hide from me. Like, I'm very aware of you. And so, anyways, one thing I wanted to mention was, it's none of my business how you all choose to receive or to not receive the information that I give out and speak about and share. So I'm just here to do and just to be me. And, what is for you is going to be for you. And what's not, what you don't believe is not for you, just be like, whatever. If it's for me, it'll eventually show up again in my reality. That's literally like how I move about my own journey is, okay, if I come into contact with something that totally just like blows my mind, or if I'm like, I don't know about that, like, I don't know, that just doesn't resonate with me. Like, I literally, if it comes up, if I tell myself, okay, if it shows up again in a different form in my reality, okay, then it's definitely like for me. And then if it doesn't, then it's not for me, right? So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And I want to talk about this download that I had when I was working the other day. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was just like washing my hands and I had this download come through of like, oh my gosh, like I am literally incarnated at this time on this planet, like embedded in this consciousness of like, how can I explain this? It's not that I'm ahead. It's not that I'm above anybody or people are beneath me. It's not anything like that. It's not like a superiority complex. It's not like an inferiority complex. It is like my energy, it just moves. There's so much movement in my energy that I'm just rapidly like ascending in different streams of consciousness of my own secondary life force consciousness, if that makes any sense. It's like I am supposed to move through so much stuff in my life to be able to get to a certain frequency to then go back and be like, okay, this is where I started and this is how I'm going to lead you here. Like, this is how you can get here too, if that makes sense. And so I just realized that like, oh my gosh, like psychologically, mentally, emotionally, I feel like I have just matured so much faster than like the majority of this planet. And it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. Which I have been through a lot, and so it would only make sense, like, as an organic, natural outcome for that to happen, but it just, like, blew my mind, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, maybe that's why, like that's part of the reason, like, why I'm here to do what I do. That's part of the reason why I'm so obsessed with, like, teaching you guys how to do all this stuff, because it is going to help you psychologically mature, mentally mature, emotional mature, okay, and, like, so on and so forth." But yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you guys. And I just want to say, like, y'all just mean so much to me. Like, I really love my YouTube community and I love all the new people who have come and joined this week, as well as the newsletter. So glad you guys are enjoying that and enjoying my vibe. It lights me up. So, yeah. Okay, let's get into how to heal the neural pathways in the brain. Okay, and we're going to talk about briefly unblocking memories and the emotional healing aspect of it. So, before we dive into that, let's talk about what are neural pathways and just kind of understand the basic science around our brain and how it functions on an elementary level. So I actually, for those of y'all who don't know, I graduated university. I have a degree in biology and actually double majored in chemistry too. I was so good at chemistry. Oh my God. It was like my jam. I loved it so much. But I don't know why. Like I just innately understood that stuff. Like I just looked at it and I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Like I don't know if that's like because of previous incarnations or what, but yeah, let's just go over like the basic elementary example of what a neural pathway is. So and how it functions. You can see my notes. So here we have two neurons, two nerve cells, okay? And between the nerve cells is a neural pathway. It's a connection. Okay, so this is what the neural pathway is. Don't y'all just love my artistic drawing? You can tell I was a scientist because I hate drawing pictures. Oh my gosh. So, one of the notes I wrote down was the connection between these cells change with the frequency of the behavior performed. Now, I'm going to reiterate this. I'm going to try to say this in a way where it sinks in for everybody because the first time I like came across that information, I was like, what? Like it just didn't make any sense. It didn't click. So I'm going to like use my hands. Maybe that'll like be easier than just like reading it. So the connection between the cells change with the frequency of the behavior that is performed. Okay. So the more that this behavior is repeated, okay, the more that that connection becomes like a second nature. It's like a habit almost, right? Like this book, y'all, I'm like, I need to read this book more. It's called Atomic Habits. And I'm only on chapter 8, but I feel like I haven't really gotten like deep into it yet. There's like so much I feel like I'm gonna absorb from this book. But anyways, this is y'all's book of the month, Atomic Habits. If you've never heard of it, oh my gosh, go read it. It's really good, really simple. I like the way this book is laid out. So I'm y'all's book expert, by the way. So anyways, okay. So yeah, the more that this behavior is performed and repeated, the more that it becomes second nature. So I want to talk about how this relates to sexual trauma in childhood. Okay, this is what I did for my own energy healing, like literally just a few days ago. Sorry, I have like a little hair on my lip. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Yeah, we're going to talk about the emotional nature first before we get into the other stuff. So I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys and share with you what I did for my own inner work. And I'm actually adding this to my sexual trauma healing course. So I typically don't advertise my courses that I have on my website, which I probably should do more of. But I will be adding the in-depth psychological healing as well with this and the neural pathway healing to this course. So if that is something that resonates with you, like I really want you to feel into this energy healing that we talk about and that I show you how to do on yourself. If you're really wanting to reprogram your brain chemistry in order to feel safe in a sexual relationship with your partner and to feel safe being sexual and loving having sex with your partner and yourself, okay, that is going to be for you. I understand that course is not for everybody. It's going to be very intense. And this energy healing that I did on myself was actually really intense. It probably took me a good 30 to 45 minutes for me to just like walk through it. Like it was pretty bad. And the aftermath of it was I literally just wanted to sleep like for days. Like it was like my brain was holding on to so much like trapped low vibrational frequencies and trauma that once I released it, it was like my brain was like, oh, thank God I don't have to like cling on to that anymore. And so Yeah, if that's something that resonates with you, definitely go check out that course. It is $350, and I am still adding content to it, and that is not a course that I will be increasing the price. There was a very clear message from, gives me chills. There's a very clear message from the non-physical that I need to keep that at the price where it's at because it needs to be easily accessible. And it needs to reach as many people as possible and also have that balance of the amount of information that I'm putting in there as well. And so that was like the price that was an equal energy exchange for both me and then for everyone who needs it. So yeah, it will never be anything more than $350 at this point in time. And so, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if that changes in the future. I mean, it might change like 10 years from now kind of thing, but like it's not happening tomorrow or this year. So yeah, I just needed to mention that. So, okay, let's talk about the energy healing. So, the way you can figure out what is in your neural pathways is, remember, go back to my beginners playlist, learn how to channel. Okay, if you're still in the beginner stage, you're not like fully tapped into yourself, like listening within, use a pendulum. Okay, go to your crystal shop and get up there like $6 or $7, like depending on where you go, actually, because some crystal shops can rip you off. But let me just show y'all really quick. Let me go get my pendulum. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see if I have. I think I have my amethyst pendulum over here. Maybe I don't. Okay. I'm going to go grab my other one. I'll be right back. Boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Y'all, I left the door open this time, so he can't just run back and forth and get on my nerves. Come on, boy. Okay, so really quick, this is a pendulum, okay? If this triggers you, let it, all right? Write up the kind of emotions and sensations that you're feeling just from looking at this, okay? Just document that for later, put it to the side, all right? So this is how you're gonna figure this out. This is what I do, so if I'm unsure of what's coming through, like through my channeling column of tapping into information, just take the pendulum and I hold it with my dominant hand, which is my right hand, okay? And I just say, okay, show me a yes, show me a no, show me a yes, show me a no. Connect directly to your higher self. Or, if you feel comfortable with a guardian angel, do that. I just recommend going straight to your higher self, okay? So you're going straight to the source, all right? You're just going straight to yourself. And I personally believe that you don't need to go to anybody else, okay? It's like you're just going to yourself, and it's like you're training yourself subconsciously to start listening within. And so yeah, show me a yes, show me a no, show me a yes, show me a no. Okay, do I have anger trapped in my neural pathways higher self? No. Did I have anger trapped there? Yes. Okay, how many layers? Did I have 5? Did I have 4? Did I have 3? 3 layers. Okay, so with the inner work, all right, that was just like the stepping stone to channeling, by the way. Eventually, like when you start clearing yourself out, you start releasing more trauma, more low frequencies, you're going to start to listen within. Like you'll know your own answers. Like they all show up differently for all the souls. And so you'll just know once you like don't need this crutch anymore. Okay, but this is a great stepping stone to like doing your inner work and figuring stuff out for yourself. So anyways, so yeah, I wrote down cleared out 3 layers of anger out of neural pathways. And so basically what I did was I took my selenite wand and I heard, be very gentle on yourself. These neural pathways are very delicate. And so I didn't want to release all 3 layers at once of anger because anger is a very dense emotion. It's a very low frequency emotion. And so it's very intense. It's very thick. And I just want to be very gentle on my brain and my neural pathways, right? Like just think about this, how thin this connection is. And imagine like emotional layers like just trapped over that. Okay, so anyways, I'm such a visual person. I just love visuals. So what I do is I say, okay, right, we're in front of the brain. I now heal and release one layer of anger out of my neural pathways with grace and ease, gently, whatever you want to say. And I now send it back to source for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve my highest contracts moving forward. And then I will still do the same thing. I will clear my feminine, my masculine, overall energy, old body memory affiliated with that old energy. And I send that back to the creator for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and any other energies that serve. And so I will do that for the remaining 2 layers of anger. Keep in mind, when you start doing this energy healing on yourself within your neural pathways, there is a high possibility of you unblocking memories that were blocked in your neural pathways that you didn't even know were blocked. So, disclaimer, trigger warning, okay, just be very careful with that. Eventually, I was going to figure out this healing, and thank God I was confronted with my sexual trauma abuse back in, was it 20? It was either 2022 or 2023. I can't remember, but thank God I came about it in a different way, because that would have been really intense for me to figure that out through this healing, which I understand that is going to be very common for some souls. Like, y'all are going to figure out memories that you had that you didn't know you had. And I just want to say, be very careful with yourself, be very gentle with yourself. And that is why I have that container on my website and that course, because it's very intense. And that's another thing you get is one-on-one support with me. So if you're just like, oh my God, Grayson, like, I just need to like get on Zoom with you while I do this healing, like, I'm totally down for that too. So because it's intense. Like, I literally was like sitting there petting my cat, and I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do the next layer. I can do the next layer, because every layer of emotion that I pulled off, I got memories, like recalls, flashes, visuals of my 6-year-old self and like what I was doing, what I was going through. And it was just very intense. So just a little forewarning. So yeah, there was other stuff I discovered in the neural pathways as well that I teach you how to clear out, and specifically around sexual trauma. So yeah, like I said, if that's something that you're interested in, please go check that out. And I'm still adding content to this day for that course. So if you do join, when I add more new content, it'll refresh on the program, and so it'll pop up and like show you a little notification, hey, like this was added, which I really like about my website. So okay. So yeah, this is kind of intense. After I removed all 3 layers of this anger that was trapped in my neural pathways, I saw my 6-year-old self like seething, like so angry and crying. Like, I literally saw myself. I was like I had my short curly hair. Like, it was like literally shorter than this, like about like right here. And I was just like, like, I was so angry. Like, I was so angry, so seething, like freaking out. Like, it was like a pure anger and pure rage and pure fear. And yeah, like all of that just kind of combined into one energy, like through a 6-year-old. That was what I looked like. It was kind of terrifying. So not even kind of, it was terrifying. So yeah. And then I had some low vibrational energetic residue surface from that healing. So from that removal. So once I got the visuals, then I got this little ping of like, hey, there's some low vibrational residue here. And so then to remove that, I just said, okay, I now heal and release this low vibrational energetic residue out of my energy that no longer serves, send it back to the creator for healing. And I call back healing energies, pure unconditional love, healing golden light, my natural frequency, and anything else that serves my highest contracts at this time. Okay. So, and then yeah, the same thing, the feminine, masculine, overall energy, old body memory with that. And let's see what else. Oh yeah. So yeah, I scanned it for more emotions, found some more emotions, and that's what really started the unblocking of the sexual abuse, because I had no memory, like no recollection whatsoever of that abuse. And it was like I could feel it in my body. I could feel the anxiety. I could feel the panic attack. I could feel the fear. I could feel the anger. I could feel the rage. But I could not make that neural connection. I couldn't make the brain connection, the memory connection, because it was blocked, right? It was blocked with that trauma. And so one thing a medium taught me on my journey was whenever we go through really intense traumatic abuse at such a young age, those neural pathways, she said there's like doors, like she saw them as doors. So I assume what she saw as doors was like the neurons, right? Like the nerve cells. Okay, so she must have got a visual of what a nerve cell looked like and how it just kind of closes off and shuts off that connection to the neural pathway. Okay, because when this is cut off, then there's no connection with the memory being made, which makes a lot of sense. And that is where our memories are. Like that is literally where we create memories and express our creation and all of that. And so anyway, super interesting, super fascinating. Sorry, Smokey's like right here. Smokey boy, you want so much attention, boy. You want so much attention, boy. Oh my gosh, he's getting on my nerves. And anyways, yeah, so she would say how going through really intense traumatic abuse would shut that off. And so it creates blocked memories. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And now I figured out how to unblock them. Okay, she didn't know how to unblock them, but I figured that part out. So really fascinating. And I wrote down sexual trauma gets trapped in our neural pathways in my energy healing journal. So that sexual abuse gets trapped here. Very triggering, guys. Just disclaimer, pause this video if you need to. Okay, so remember, like I said, the connection changes with the frequency of the behavior performed. Okay, so this frequency is going to be extremely low because, right, the sexual abuse is just repeating and repeating and repeating, okay? And so, right, naturally, as an adult, if you don't unblock these memories and release that emotional trauma, the psychological trauma, and anything else that's here, okay, you're going to feel unsafe. You're not going to feel 100% safe in the bedroom. You won't. You're not going to feel 100% safe with your partner. You're not going to feel 100% safe to drop into your feminine energy. You're not going to feel safe to be, to create, to manifest. Like that's just not going to happen for you because you're going to have that block, that massive mental blockage there. And so, however, there is no energy more powerful than us. That is going to be that is the name of my book, actually, that I'm dropping very soon. So, yeah, we have the ability. Okay, ready to feel empowered and inspired and motivated. Okay, we have the ability and capacity to completely alter and change the chemistry of our brain. Okay, so we have the power to create new habits, newer energies, new behaviors. Okay, we have the power, all of us do innately, to remove what no longer serves from our brain and our energy and go, okay, you know what? I don't want this energy here anymore. I want a high vibrational sexual relationship. I want to feel good having sex. I want to feel comfortable having sex. I want to feel safe in my feminine energy. I want to feel safe to create. I want to feel safe to manifest. Okay? Like, boom. It is a choice. And, that choice comes with feeling ready to receive that next choice. Okay, I want to mention that too, because sometimes we're not ready to receive that next level of help, that next level of love, right? Like we're not ready because we're like, there's something else here that I want to learn and explore before I'm ready to let this energy go. And so just keeping that in mind as well. And yeah, so anyways, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, oh my gosh, this was kind of trippy. I will say this, and then we will finish off this video because this was kind of a really intense video. So one of the things was when I was going through my neural pathways and just totally clearing them out, flushing them out, and being really thorough with the energy healing, I could literally smell the inside of my abuser's home. And I was just like, oh my God, like that is crazy. Like I could not remember. I still can't remember the inside of it. Probably because like my brain was like, that's not relevant to remember, But anyways, I could smell the inside of his home and it smelled so fucking bad. Like it stunk. Like I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So just be aware of different things that come up for you from doing this healing. And like I said, I have that private safe space, that container for you on my website. So this is the last time I'm going to mention it in this video. Um, if you do choose to sign up for this course, please create a free account on my website to save your progress. I don't know what it is, but if you just like randomly buy the course and sign up, I don't know like what happens, but just do yourself a favor and create a free account first and then do that, because then you can just log in and then move at your own pace. So, because like I said, this energy healing is really intense. But however, with the way this is structured, this has taken me probably, wow, like almost 2 years to like fully cultivate and create. And I'm still adding to it. So, yeah, if you're ready for like a massive transformation with your sex life and with yourself and learning to love yourself and learning to feel safe and all of that, like this is going to be so fucking life changing for you. Like, oh my gosh, it's been life changing for me. So, um, yeah. Okay. Just let me see one more thing. Yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say about healing the neural pathways, talking about unblocking memories, and the emotional healing of it. Okay, cool. We went over the sexual trauma healing course. That is linked in my description below. So feel free to peruse my website and see if that is something that resonates and sings to you. If not, totally cool. You don't have to. Maybe now it's not time for you. Maybe there's something else that you still need to like experience on your own. But yeah, if you are ready to totally shift 360 degrees, like your sex life and your sexual health, and that is going to be for you. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video on how to heal your neural pathways in the brain. This was super fun for me to talk about, and thank you so much for coming in and listening, and I just really enjoyed it. I always love to see the little person icon with everyone popping in. So thank you to like the one person or the different people who've been popping in and out. I really love you guys. Because every time I see y'all come in, I'm like, what's up? Hey, y'all like get me so excited. So anyways, if this video really resonated with you, if you found this really fucking cool, if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. It lets me know that you guys are loving what I'm talking about and doing. And it also lets me know that you love to learn something new. And if you guys want me to dive deeper into a subject, then also let me know. Like, feel free to comment on my videos. Be like, hey, Grayson, like, can you talk more about this? Like, can you explain more into depth about this? And, there might be some things that I like can't, that I don't know too much about. And I will be honest with you, like always 100% honest with you. I will always be real with y'all. So, yeah. And then, oh yeah, I mentioned my newsletter change last video. So just as a reminder, my newsletter schedule is shifting. So I will be only sharing one twice a month now, and it will be the first Sunday of the month and the last Sunday of the month. So that way you guys step off the month with a really good energy guide work, kind of network. And then I send that out at the end of the month as like a quick reminder of like, hey, this is what you can be releasing. This is what you can kind of be expecting. To move through that monthly cycle a lot more easier, because I am dedicating a lot more time to adding more content to that sexual trauma healing course, as well as the financial wound healing course. So, all right, guys, I will see y'all in the next live video. And I'm thinking about doing Thursday evenings. So like maybe like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I don't know. I'm feeling like intuitively called to do them in the evening for Thursdays. So it feels really good to do my live videos on Thursdays. So anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm going to stop talking and I will see y'all next week. Bye for now.